Madden 12 is finally here. I just got back from GameStop, played my first game. I wasn't able to go to the midnight release because there wasn't enough pre-orders at my GameStop, and so I had to wait until 10 a.m. to go in the morning and pick it up. And it has been well worth the wait. I have really enjoyed this game. I've only played one game thus far, and I wanted to edit it really quick, and I wanted to upload it. And I've really enjoyed my first game. And I'm going to make a lot of comparisons in this to Madden 11 because it was the previous version of this game. But so far in this game, I really like the presentation elements. I mean, this looks very realistic, and it adds a whole new meaning to the game for hardcore fans like myself. And let's look here, my first play on Madden 12 ever. And Percy Harvin makes a nice cut to the outside, and it's just a nice gain there to the 30-yard line. So, obviously, just like the demo, they don't have it where kick power is exactly realistic because it's not fun for people playing a video game to be able to get touchbacks every time. And every year I've been making this a habit pretty much. I play an exhibition match against the team with my Vikings on all-pro difficulty, and then I find my thoughts about the game because I like to see how the game plays out of the box and then what changes need to be made to the game for it to be more to my standard. Compared to Madden 11 out of the box, this game is light years ahead. I found it to be a lot more competitive from the computer, and it was much more balanced in terms of the computer play calling and their ability to stop the pass and just different aspects of the game that really lacked last year. They've even admitted this in Madden 11. They made that game more geared towards the passing offense because the Saints were coming off of a Super Bowl victory, and everybody knows the Saints are a pass-first offense, and that was what was popular then, to be a bandwagon Saints fan and want to pass the ball deep to slow receivers every play. But Madden 12 is definitely deviating from that path and creating a new experience for us to enjoy this year, and I see myself. I know I've only played one game, and it's a little bit premature to make this assumption, but I see myself really having a lot of fun with this game, and I see a lot of longevity coming. Look at this play right here. I go for the user pick with Ced Griffin, and it bounces off his hands into the hands of Roddy White. That's actually one of my favorite plays of this game, and that's because in the past, when you have a tipped ball, generally your players are going to have drop animations until the ball hits the ground, and it looks very fake, and just it really has been bugging me for a long time in these games, so I was happy to see at least someone come up with the ball. One of the most improved gameplay features in this year's Madden is the zone coverage. Last year it was essentially broken, and I found me and a lot of other players having to use man coverage solely throughout our games, and this man coverage gets tore apart by cross routes and slants, and last year was geared towards the passing offense, and that's why we saw a lot of high scoring affairs, because zone coverage wasn't really usable. But this year it's very effective, and now you can incorporate a lot of man and zone schemes online to keep your opponent guessing, and it'll make playing online a lot more fun this year as defense makes a triumphant return back into the Madden series. As here, Curtis Lofton intercepts the Donovan McNabb pass, just led my receiver by a little bit, and so that causes the interception. Another thing that I liked in this game was that although Atlanta wasn't able to sustain a running attack against me, they kept trying. In previous Maddens, I had noticed that the computer would give up on the run game, they would pass on almost every first down situation, and they would do it a lot of times on short conversion situations. And so I was happy to see them try to run the ball, but I wasn't happy to see that I was able to stop Michael Turner at will. He finished the game with 13 carries and 16 yards, and we all know Michael Turner is one of the better running backs in the NFL, and the Vikings run defense is good, but it's not that good. Another thing I really enjoyed in this game here against the Falcons was I was testing out different linemen on defense and to see how they would move against the offensive line. And Kevin Williams was very powerful, and he was able to shove the center out of the way a few times. And Jared Allen, he was able to get past the left tackle, because last year the right end position that Jared Allen plays was definitely weaker. When I played, Ray Edwards always had way more sacks than Jared Allen did, and so I was happy to see that it's more balanced this year, and the line play is definitely improved, and I feel a lot more comfortable with it than I have in any football game I've ever played. So overall, EA has definitely impressed me with the gameplay fixes and the new things in this game. I haven't even dug into the features yet. I haven't played Madden Ultimate Team or Franchise or Superstar or anything yet to see how that is. So I can't wait to get into those modes, because right now the core gameplay is very solid, and that's what you need as a foundation in this game. And right here I was targeting the square receiver the whole way, but Rudolph got caught in a block and he didn't get out of it for a long way, and I make some crazy pass right there with Donovan McNabb, and for some reason it wasn't a touchdown, so I had to pound it in the end zone. Next play with Adrian Peterson. Really confused as to why it wasn't a touchdown, but I'll take the 6 points either way. Now that I've talked about a few of the positives in this game, I want to talk about some of the things that I think could be improved. And first off, the computer running attack. I know I've only played one game, and it could have been a fluke, but 16 carries, or 16 yards on 13 carries, that's very low for a running back like Michael Turner, and my defense isn't necessarily as strong as it used to be, and so I hope that's not a reoccurring theme where I'll have to start editing sliders. And I'm not a big fan of editing sliders because I don't have to in a lot of other games I play, like NCAA and a lot of the previous Maddens, but on the next-gen consoles I've been a definite slider guy trying to find the perfect set. But I like the way out of the box this game is playing so far, and I hope I can stick with it. But if the running attack is going to be very weak, I'm going to have to make some changes. The other thing is the auto subs. This is usually something you have to edit anyways, but out of the box, I didn't see Toby Gerhart coming for Adrian Peterson at all. Even if AP had a long run, Toby Gerhart would not come out of the field, and so I'll definitely be doing my own slider set for that, or finding one that works, so I see more defensive rotation and more my backup running backs getting featured playing time, because all three of the Vikings running backs will get time this year. Other than that, though, I don't really have any major gripes with this game so far. I think they could have been a little bit better at stopping Adrian Peterson, but Adrian Peterson is one of the more dynamic backs in the NFL, and so I'm not surprised to see him bust off a lot of yards in this game. I'd also like to thank EA Sports for finally giving us something that should have been here years ago, and is probably the easiest thing to program as far as changes go, in expanding the rosters. Finally, I had more guys to choose from on my roster for my depth chart. I had a bunch of receivers I could go through, and I found the guys that I wanted to play for my Vikings in this game, and I edited my depth chart accordingly. But I'm not going to be starting any franchise games or anything until the 53-man roster is set before Week 1 against the Chargers. And also because Marcus Sherrills is not in the game, and he's definitely going to be on my Vikings team. So initial thoughts from me, this game is very good, much improved from the previous versions of Madden, and I think EA is starting to get on the right path. Also, right here, watch this play. I'm going to redeem myself. I made a user pick attempt earlier that failed miserably, and right here, Antoine Winfield seals the game with a nice user pick right there. Game over. And I played 6-minute quarters in this game. It equated to about 105 plays if you include sacks, and the NFL average is about 120, so maybe 7-minute quarters is better, because this game featured over 50 passes. And so if both teams would have ran the ball more, this game would have probably only had about 95 plays. But I was happy. The statistics are pretty realistic overall across the board. I kind of wish more of my guys would have had higher tackle counts, but I guess that has to do with my play calling and the way I play Madden. Everything's not going to be perfect. This isn't the NFL, this is Madden. It just says NFL on the box. So thank you guys for watching. I'm just scratching the surface right now. I can't wait to dig more into these game modes. And if you're watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. I'll be bringing a lot of Ultimate Team, Superstar, online franchise, offline franchise, and more. So, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, rate, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I gotta get back to playing Madden now. I'm talking really fast because I want to finish this commentary up and go play Madden again. So, see you guys later.